Hi, my name is Tariq Dunn, and I am here to tell you about 25 reasons to appreciate the study of history. The first reason why history is so important is because, in order to make sense of the current affairs, it is important to study the past, and everything which is happening around has been influenced by. The second reason history is very important is because studying history provides cultural awareness, meaning that people can appreciate or have a better understanding about why people have a reaction to certain things, especially when it comes to information about past events that happened in the United States. Provide a sense of identity. There is no wonder why websites like Ancestry.com are so popular. Who wouldn't want to know their origin or ancestry? What blood runs in their veins? Is there any interesting family history? Knowing the history of your family is very important to some people and finding a sense of identity. Understanding change. History gives us the opportunity to see how daily life changes over the years and what goes into fostering that change. Those who don't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. If you don't learn from other people's mistakes, you won't ever get anywhere in life. Going along with understanding society studies, history also allows us to look into what causes change, the events leading up to both world wars, helping us understand how a small event can set off a large series of change. History helps understand cultures. History is a deep-rooted knowledge in the study of the past. Given its vastness and the diversity that it covers, we can know almost everything that happens in the past and then demographically of any part of the world. Also, history helps us become good citizens by developing essential skills required to become good citizens of the nation and the world as a whole. Informed and well-versed citizens who know their roots, cultures, and cultural diversities understand the need for wise and fair development in their society. History helps us learn of world events. If someone has to know of any of these happening or events that change the world, he or she has to dive in depth in the history books to know why a certain event happened. There is no better way to know the world like the back of your palm than to study history. History has a very interesting standpoint. History is full of real drama, action, and emotion. It is a very chronicle of life. Those who enjoy life will also enjoy knowing about someone who conquered the world or someone who died for love due to history. History has also played a great part in past struggles and accomplishments, which has shaped for the futures of others. Teaches us on how to have our own minds and opinions. History has also played a great part in past struggles and accomplishments, which has shaped for the futures of others. Teaches us on how to have our own minds and opinions, which that also history helps you find out all of the facts for yourself. If you don't study history, you won't know when someone is misleading you. People always have their own version of the fact. It is important that you know for yourself. History is responsible for numerous amounts of rules that were created in today's society. History gives us role models and heroes to look up to, interventions, appreciation for future possibilities. Realizing how history just repeats itself, history helps you appreciate the traditions of others in different countries. When it comes family values, food, cultures, and languages. Without the knowledge of history, there would be many people unemployed and out of work because there wouldn't be any history to teach. History helps you understand how it influenced the creation of certain traditions. It helps us determine how and why certain laws were developed. Another role that history plays in society is preserving stories or telling stories. It is important we hear these stories from those before us. We need to hear these stories and preserve them and pass them down to those after us. I find talking to my grandmother fascinating because she tells me so many stories of what it was like growing up in her time. And she One of the last things history has had a big influence on is helping us become better people. You will have a better understanding of the world and what shaped it into the world it is today. Some people view history as being a boring and an unimportant subject, but one of the most important reasons to study history is that it will make you a better person. Some people think history